This is a paper on preparing for the winter surge. One of the ways is to have vaccination. In para 5, you say that there is a school outreach vaccination pilot program. I think it is about on-site vaccination, and this is going to be extended to KCs and CCCs. And also, nasal, live attenuated vaccine will be used. I have been to a kindergarten, and the situation is very good. The entire vaccination process has been very smooth. I asked schools, they said 80% of students were vaccinated, so it's a very high percentage. And I have asked parents why this is a good way to do it. There was a parent who was helping as a volunteer, and the parent told me that this was convenient to parents. 2, they had confidence. And number 3, they knew the school environment very well, and it is not like in a clinic where there are many white-clad people. So it is easier for children to psychologically accept it because they are familiar with the school setting. I think this is important as well. I believe, therefore, vaccination at KGs has been very effective, and it has enhanced the uptake rate. But then there are KGs also telling me that they have applied to take part in the pilot, but they were not chosen. And the result is the kindergarten had to liaise with doctors listed in this list, and the first doctor said he would not accept it, and the second one said there was difficulty transporting the vaccines, so he would not help. So this is very difficult for that KG. If this program can be further extended and regularized, I think that would be better. And today we have a letter from the SOCO for grassroots children. If there will be a popular vaccination program, I'm sure they will be helped. So my question for you is, this time around, how many kindergartens and CCCs are included in this pilot? And if it is implemented well, do you have a plan to extend it further and regularizing it? And number 3, I'd like to know about the nasal spray. Do you think it has been effective so far? 4 questions, Under Secretary. Thank you. About the number of schools, well, 430 odd have participated, and KG and CCCs over 700, and the ratio is really high. Last year, we had the pilot at primary schools, and now we have consolidated the experience, and we have improved the smoothness of operation and the entire process. So when we take this to KGs and CCCs this time around, we believe there will also be a review after the pilot to see whether, like primary schools, we can make it a regular program. We will certainly go in that direction and seek to improve the details. As for the nasal spray, well, there are 2 angles to consider it. 1, clinical publicity. The DFH will avail themselves to worldwide experience to see nasal spray is effective. And secondly, this is a trial involving 21 schools. We'll have to collate and consolidate their response, including the response from children, from parents, and to see whether it will be further extended. Well, what about the quota? I think that has not been answered. The Undersecretary mentioned the figure of 700. Is it the number of application or kindergartens who actually have the service? Well, those are the participating numbers. Dr. Yang, thank you, Mr. Ip, for your question, and also for your sharing of the experience at certain schools. With regard to KGs and CCCs, it is a pilot scheme this time around, but we have not set a limit. Anyone who comes along will be matched up But some of them did not sign up, and some might choose to make their own arrangements. This is the present situation. But as the Undersecretary said, we will see what this pilot tells us, and then we can further perfect it next year. So 700 odd, right? Yes. Yes, this is for the pilot scheme. But we understand some KGs and CCCs have made their own arrangements, so the total number should exceed this number.